How's it going, everybody? Jason here, and today I'm taking a look at the Line 6 Amplifi TT Apple Watch app. So when I got this little beast, I noticed there was a watch app for it. So I'm borrowing my wife's Series 3 iWatch and her mobile phone, and the first thing right off the bat is you need to be running the mobile app on your mobile phone, and that will, without that, you wouldn't be able to connect to the Amplifi TT through Bluetooth. So basically, you use the app on your mobile device, pair it through Bluetooth with the actual device, and then your connection between your watch and your phone will actually allow you to control it. So if you don't have that connected, you'll get a little message on the iWatch screen that will just tell you the parent app has to be running and in the foreground. So I did get some little mixed results with that. When I first set it up, I paired this with Bluetooth on the Amplifi TT, opened up the watch app, everything worked. I shut this app down and it was still working without it being in the foreground. But better safe than sorry, leave it up and running in the foreground, and you do get some pretty cool features you can do. So you can change the tones on the watch, you can change the levels, it has the tuner, and then it will allow you to adjust some basic amp settings. So the first thing with the tones, you go into tones, and that's going to give you the list of all of the same tones that you have in the mobile app. So these are all going to be exactly the same. Now in the watch, it doesn't actually tell you which one that you're connected to. So I have my Line 6 plugged into my Spark right beside me here. So I have basically one of the default tones when I just turn this thing on. If I switch this over to American Clean, you can see in the app it's actually changing, and it has that highlighted, but it doesn't tell you on the watch which patch that you've actually connected to. So there's the American Clean sound, and if I switch back to Fidelity Rhythm, you'll see that update on the app as well. And that's switched as well, so that's pretty cool. You can do that. In order to access the tone cloud or any of your favorites, I'm not logged in, so I'm not going to see anything because I'm actually not logged in on her phone to the Line 6, my Line 6 account. So here you would get your tones that you have saved, your favorites, and then you'd be able to look through the tone cloud as well, which is neat. So the next thing is the levels, and that's basically controlling this knob back here. So you can see if I'm adjusting the master volume, it's adjusting on the watch. And this is the blend knob. So when the ring is red, that's controlling your master volume. And when you push it in, it switches to white, and that's controlling the blend function, which is blending the volume of your guitar to match it to whatever music you might be playing through it. So if you're using the jam tracks or you're connected to Apple Music playing tracks, it will allow you to blend those. So it doesn't switch it in the phone, or sorry, in the watch automatically, but if you flip over to the other side here, now you can see it's controlling the hardware as well. And then if you wanted to switch back and control the volume, switch that back and it's going to adjust it there as well. Next is the tuner. So the tuner works exactly the same way as it does on the actual app. So there you go. You've got a tuner on your wrist, which is pretty cool. And the last is controlling amp functions. So you can control basically all the same hardware knobs that are on the front with one addition. So you've got drive, bass, mid, treble, effects, and reverb. So that's everything across here, but the effects is one addition to it, and that allows you to adjust the mix of the delay for what you have set up. So if I go into the edit screen on the app here, I'll put that in focus. So you don't control this on the screen. It doesn't allow you to adjust the knob on the screen. I don't know if you can see the notch down here on the screen itself. So it's down here on the bottom left-hand side. That's where the drive is set, and you adjust it with the little scrolly wheel. And that's adjusting the drive as well. So it's the same for all of them. It's going to adjust your bass, or it's going to adjust your mid or your treble, etc., etc. And then again, the effects is in the delay setting. So it's going to adjust the mix of the delay. So there you go. So it's adjusting that mix as well. So it doesn't, there's no functions to adjust, you know, your EQ settings, your stomp pedal or anything else, but you can adjust the basic functions. So you can adjust your mix for your delay and reverb, and you can adjust all of the hardware options here as well. So that is pretty cool. The last little bit was really just around making sure that you, again, have the app running on your mobile device. So if you do end up turning that off, you can see I've got all of the tones here set, and if I get rid of this app and exit it completely, I still have the tones here. I can still switch back and forth, but if I exit that and come back in, now I'm going to get that message that just says check your parent app, and for full functionality you're going to have to actually connect the app itself. So I don't think any of the other functions work. If I have the tuner, you can see the tuner on the actual hardware. So when you're using the Amplifi as a tuner, the rings on the volume knob will actually light up. So without the parent app open and running, the tuner won't work. And what else? The volume level, you can see that's not, oh, that is updating. So the volume level is still working when the app isn't running. The blend is still working without the app running. And the amp settings, let's actually, the only way to really try this is, let's crank the spark up, turn the drive up. So that does work. Sounds good. So if you don't have the app up and running, you can still at least adjust the levels right here. So if for whatever reason you're playing and you're not near the amp and you can't adjust it there, you have it on the watch. So hope you enjoyed this short review. Remember to like and subscribe wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, wear a mask, and keep on rocking. See ya.